Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and welcome to this issue of Achievement Update, where I want to talk about some of the important things to consider on this 10-year anniversary of the Y2K phenomenon. Remember, it was just a little while ago, it seemed like just yesterday, that we were talking about that, and I remember writing the columns that I write. I was talking about the Y2K scare, and everyone was freaking out about it. Oh, gee, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? And I said, hey, don't worry about it. Look, we made it through disco in the 70s. We'll make it through this okay. We made it through Nixon and Ford, Carter. We got through all of that stuff. And you know what? We're okay. And we're going through a lot right now, 10 years later. We've seen a lot of things that happened. The tragedies of September 11th, 2001. We've seen the stock market going up and down and crazy. We saw the recession in early 2000. And now we're going through the Great Recession. And governments are trying to figure out how to borrow their way out of debt. I don't think it's going to happen. And yet, in the midst of all of that, we're going to be able to make it. Because with the right attitude, we're going to be able to formulate what needs to be done and getting the right skills, getting the right education and knowledge, getting expert advisors to help us on how to do things. We're going to be able to make it. And it means we're going to have to change. We're going to have to be adaptable. But I think there's some principles that can really help right now as you're facing this as well. Number one principle, I think that's most important, is don't be alarmed, but be prepared. If you're prepared for whatever is going to happen, you're going to be okay. The news media has a penchant toward being alarmed. Oh no, this bad thing is going to happen. We got to get you scared to death on that. This breaking news just in, something really bad. Step back from all of that and look at the big picture. By preparing yourself for those things where you can take control, where you can learn the right things, build the quality relationships that are important, build an abundance and storehouse in things that are most important, food, clothing, shelter, having that, and having an exit strategy as well. My good buddy Dwight Baines telling me about not so much an escape plan, because that indicates more catastrophe and fear, escaping, the thing's on fire, you got to run. An exit strategy makes a lot of sense, and that's true regardless of where you are. Throughout history, it's been very important. And so I think having that as the first step is most important. Number two, focus on your customers. In business, yes, you're going through a lot, but never lose sight to focus on them and what their problem is. It's the irony that as you help them and work to solve their problems, you'll have your own problems solved. Number three, become more skeptical. Yeah, that's right. You got to be skeptical and you got to think about what's available. Matter of fact, here on my website, you'll see that I've got the Remembering Y2K in the article here that's there. I want you to notice that there's a lot of information here and become skeptical. I love this quote that I put here from my buddy, H.L. Mencken. I say my buddy. I never met him, but he had some good things to say when he said, "The whole aim of practical politics is to keep the populace alarmed and hence clamorous to be led to safety by menacing it with an endless series of hobgoblins, all of them imaginary." H.L. Mencken knew what he was talking about. Realize that it's the job of government to say, oh, this bad thing's out there. You need us to save you. They don't like people that take control of their own lives. People that say, I'm going to lead my life my way and do what is right. I'm going to proactively prepare. I'm going to serve others. I'm going to give to others. And by doing that, I know I'll succeed and get ahead. So you do that yourself. And then finally, live your life to the fullest. Get out there and enjoy life. Prepare for fun, and when you get down to it, after all, you can't control it. I was just talking to my good buddy Donnie Kahn this morning, and Donnie is getting ready to celebrate a very special birthday. His 80th coming up in just a little bit. He is one incredible guy, and he said, best we can do is sit here and live our lives our way, doing things the best that we can. And he's right. Politicians are going to do things, and whether it's Democrat, Republican, or whoever here in the United States, and whatever country you're in, you're going to see that politicians generally tend to do stupid things. I find whatever the government is, that's just tend to be their way. But you can live your life your way. Take control of those things that are up to you. Educate your brain. Get your body in good physical shape. Work with experts, like good physicians, good medical care people, and people that are counselors that can help you and steer you in the right direction. I mean, in the past, people say, oh, gee, if you go to a counselor or something, that's wrong. Now we know it's the wise thing to do, and smart people do that. Get assistance and build relationships with good quality people around you, people that have similar values to you. You do that, you're going to do well. Yep, it's been an interesting 10 years, and I predict, here I make these predictions, next 10 years are going to be interesting. Lots of fun things happening. How's that for a prediction? But I do know that the principles that work will still last. I'm Terry Brock. Hey, drop me a note here on the website, terrybrock.com, or you can send me an email, terry@terrybrock.com. And I will look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a great new year.